I'm buried I'm deep in the ground and I'm listening for any sound. I am far away. I'm totally subterranean field. Been We higher than a certain sun. Made of metal, we're made of stone. When the day returns, all that I dream, is that the shadow falls tell me wicked human ways. I'll hang around here and dream of you for days. We higher than a certain sun. Made of metal, we're made of stone. When the day returns, all that I dream, is that your shadow falls upon my
Live in session here on BBC Radio 6 Music, These New Puritans with Bells, and before that Waiting, and there are two more live numbers to come. So hello Jack.
Hello there, how's it going?
Very well, thanks. And George, you have a mic as well?
I've got a mic and I've got a cough. Can you hear that
Oh,
cough?
I could have a slight cough there as well. It's atmospheric cough, but it's great to have you here. Would you mind actually introducing the rest of the group as well?
Yep, so we've got over here on the violin, we've got Mr. Hans-Henning Korb.
Flown in from Berlin especially.
Mm-hmm.
He has indeed. We've got Toril on percussion, vibraphone, concert toms, chains, etc. We've got Sayog with glockenspiel, vibraphone, chains, concert toms, bass drum. We've got Otto on lap steel guitar, on organ. And then we got George, my dear brother, on the drums and tubular bells.
And you started with the two tunes, which you also started. You did a show at Earth, didn't you, last Thursday night in London?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And how did that go? Have you played that venue before? Watched somebody at that venue before?
I'd never been.
I'd seen a friend of mine play there. It's an incredible place, really atmospheric, and they gave us a good welcome. You know, it's been a long time since we played in London, but you know, they were a very gracious crowd.
True.
And that show started with the two tunes you just played as well, Waiting being the opening number on the new album. Can you tell us a bit about, obviously we heard the live version with you, Jack, taking the vocal tonight, but tell us about the first and indeed the last voice that we hear on the new album, on Crooked Wing.
Yeah, the album starts and closes with a boy soprano, and he's singing From Underground. That's the perspective of the song. And I just thought I'd give it a go myself today. And
That's the first, actually. Well, we played it in a couple of record shops. We didn't do that live, did we? That's like, what did we play live? What was the opener? Bells, I think, opened it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it sounded great, and thanks for doing that. I also read that it's a good example. There was an interview with The Guardian recently, and Waiting is a good example of how you two write songs together, in that, Jack, you sent that in some form to George, and then, well, what happened then?
it was George's idea I think maybe I gave it a piano and some kind of electronic synthesized voice thing, and George said, oh, this should be for boy soprano and church organ, and that was sort of like one of those little signposts that you encounter that then tell you which way to go, and it kind of led. I don't know, it became an important thing for the album, that kind of sound.
So there's one contributor on the record who's 10 years old, and there are others, of course. And the one who caught my eye is Chris Lawrence, who's a little bit older than that. He's on stand-up bass. To my mind, actually, Chris Lawrence is a relatively young old jazzer, if you get me.
I mean, he's a giant to us, He's just incredible. It's such a privilege to watch someone like that come in and never having heard the music before, encountering it and just being so clear about what he wants, I want this in my headphones, not this, not that, and then just plays with such a, sort of conviction, simplicity, clarity, just an amazing thing to witness someone like that play.
And that's more than handy, without bringing studio time and money into it, from your point of view, to be in a position like that, because I know you've prepared yourselves in terms of how you want it to sound and your part of that recording. To have these other musicians who can come in and deliver like that is quite something. It's
great. It's a weird way that we record, because we have to be incredibly prepared, and then we'll have 6 hours with someone like Chris Lawrence, and we'll rattle through every song. But it's enjoyable, yeah.
Bells is, as we just heard, a beautiful number, so beautiful, and there are plenty of moments like that on the record, and there are some, and this does obviously apply to previous records as well, which are equally beautiful, but altogether more noisy and arresting and unnerving. Season in Hell, for example, which we're going to hear in a bit, inspired by, tell us about the visions that inspired that, the machinery that inspired that.
Well, yeah, I think when I was writing it, I just had these images in my head of like giant chains and machinery, pulleys, all this kind of whirring, clanking machinery. And that was just in the back of my mind. And then I saw this Piranesi, the Italian etching bloke, and I suddenly saw his work, and it was like this vision of mine had come to life somehow. It was a really strange, uncanny feeling. But I wish we could have resurrected him and got him to do the album artwork.
Yeah, because those drawings, they date from 1700, around about then, are they?
Something like that. Yeah. Henning would know actually the dates, I'm sure. He's a great artist and art historian. He's nodding at me. Yeah, he's saying that's right. Yeah.
It sounds almost fanciful, Jack, that you were living at the time on an industrial estate, and try saying that without singing it, by the way, amidst machinery and churches. It's pretty handy, and it seems to have fed into this record.
Yeah, not churches in the traditional sense, but I think because they need, particularly evangelical churches, they want a lot of space quite cheaply.
Yeah.
So there would be, there was a few. There was 2 or 3 on my street. So yeah, Sundays were quite interesting. But then the other side, I had this sort of woodwork, workshop factory thing, and I don't know. I'm sure it feeds into it in some way that you're not really aware of at the time.
I wanted also to mention Graham Sutton, who worked on Hidden and on Field of Reeds as well, and also works on this record. Tell us a bit about working with him and what he brings to what you do.
He's just a massive part of the whole thing, and
it's a very DIY operation, I'd say. We're quite DIY, would you say, Jack? Graham is one of that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very small operation. There's not a lot of people involved. It's just we get quite focused and myopic, really, and obsessive, and Graham will put up with us and gets even more obsessive than us.
Jack, you're the one who does the Freak Zone playlists, is that right?
That's correct. Yeah, Jack did that.
Yeah, did you not want to do it at all?
Myself?
Yeah.
No, because you had a good idea. It was Bells related, no?
Right, yes, it was Bells related. The latest one.
I kind of thought about that, so yeah.
Yeah, it's tantalising because it's now disappeared from sound, so it's only available in bootleg form at certain London markets and indeed elsewhere, I should think. I don't know where else. But there's a tune on it which producer Henry knows very well, but I hadn't heard before. Billy Ward and his Dominoes from 1952, which is it's quite disturbing and emotional, that song, but quite an extraordinary record.
It is, yeah. It's haunting and ridiculous in equal measure.
That puts it well. Fantastic. So yeah, when that returns to BBC Sounds, I shall point people towards it again. But in the meantime, are you ready to play another couple of songs for us?
I think we are, yeah.
Okay, what's the first one going to be?
This is Industrial Love Song, yeah?
Okay.
Is that right, George? Yeah, yeah.